It's the Caleb MTG Show.
Draft. Oh, hello, Time Walk. Hello. Oh my god. Did it just get warmer in here? Did everybody else get a little bit sweaty too? Oh my god. Time to go on a walk, friends. Time to go on a fucking walk. Through time itself. I just planted a bunch of time. Oh, a little Nadu action. Let's grab Nadu and then we'll be in the right color for like Eternal Witness shenanigans. This is a good start. This is a good ass start. Yeah, I started my thyme. I started my echinacea. I started a bunch of fucking onions. And some kale. That's what I did this last weekend. Started a shitload of seeds. This is my first time growing with grow lights. Usually I put the seeds in like my one window that gets sunlight, but currently I have a shitload of aloe plants chilling there. Running out of space. But it turns out that grow lights are like really cheap these days. So I was like, alright, well, if I can try that. Why not, huh? Why not? Tremendous start, right? Time Walk Nadu. Phenomenal start. And then here you can grab Hex Drinker or Ponder. I think they're both great. Ponder helps you like find the Time Walk and Nadu more often. Hex Drinker gives you another body for Nadu that can also like win the game on its own sometimes. Both nice pickups. I think I don't know. I'm gonna take the Ponder, I guess. Yeah, I got all the seeds that I wanted to plant this year and realized I don't have the space or the fucking pots and pans to hold them all. Don't have all of them, the seed plots for them. So I think I'm going to be just sowing a lot into direct soil. Everything that can be. I'm also thinking about doing like 2 different grow cycles too. Make it so I can have lettuce in the fall as well as the spring. Spread the seeds out. Hey, Tamar Marks, thanks for 34 months there. You should check on Caleb, wonder what he's drafted. Oh my. Yeah, right? Oh, not a bad start. The Generous Ent is a shuffle effect for Ponder, and Brazen Borrower is solid. Let's take the Ent, Tom. Ent it up. Do people like Storm Chaser's talent? Do they like it with Time Walk? Jace is also good with Time Walk. I think Jace is a little bit more fluid. The talent more likely to wield, too. I'll do this. I'm going to take that Gaia's Cradle card. Big fan of that Gaia's Cradle card. Got this Nadu here. Probably going to have some dorks. Do I raise chickens for eggs? That's all the craze. My sister does. She's actually coming down for a visit soon, and had to find like a house sitter for all her animals and stuff. Oh, Tamio is the perfect card for Time Walk. Actually, both my sisters raise chickens. I think chickens are perfect if you've got a little kiddo. Noble Hierarch's awesome here. But they are a very like expensive investment, even with the price of eggs going up. I did a deep dive into like the cost of raising chickens. And there's some threads on Reddit where people like compare the prices and stuff. And if you like use recycled wood and find like a really cheap source of feed and stuff, then it'll only be like mildly expensive. And then you'll have some awesome eggs and stuff. Or if you grow a shitload of chickens, then you can start selling them and get some of your investment back. But especially in areas where it gets super cold and you have to like run a bunch of heat lamps if you want them to actually lay eggs in the winter. Very pricey. I saw people saying they'd spent like $5 an egg or something like that after the first 2 years. It's like, holy shit. Those are some expensive ass eggs. I thought I knew expensive eggs, but those are expensive ass eggs. It's a hobby, right? Just like all this gardening shit that I'm doing is a hobby. I'm not getting like cheaper vegetables by spending $1,000 on lumber and building a bunch of garden beds. But it will eat up a lot of the lawn, and that'll be less space that I have to mow. And that'll save me time. And having the raised garden beds will save my back. So, you know, it's not always a one-to-one conversion, right? What are the Nadu payoffs? Lightning Greaves is really good. You can play stuff like Skull Clamp too. And then there's Bill, Bristly Bill. The enchant creature. There's a lot of good stuff. You only engage in cheap hobbies like MTG. Yeah. Just that's the way to frame it, huh? That's the way to think about it. Is as a hobby that costs money and has its rewards and stuff. I've already been outside way more this year than last year, and I've been really happy about that. Getting that fresh air, working up a sweat every day. You're trying to plant clover in your lawn to help reduce the lawn care needed. Yeah, I want to do the same thing, Judge Craft. Clover is certainly part of my plan. At some point, I want that to be like the only like lawnish looking part. A little bit of green there to keep the neighbors happy. The neighbors have been awesome so far. They haven't said shit. I also haven't started tearing up my lawn yet, though, so that could change. Hell yeah, Jackster. Hey, Farm Dog Millionaire. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 17 months. Yeah, talent being able to rebuy Time Walk's pretty big, huh? Pretty real. This is a beautiful Time Walk start. Hey, Bolt Birdie Official. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to 51 months. You assume I'm not an HOA? Yeah. I wouldn't have... That would have been a deal breaker for me, an HOA. This Tropical Island's looking pretty zesty, huh? Looking pretty on point. Your brother Zero-scaped his lawn. What does Zero-scaped mean? Minimal or no plants using dirt, gravel, rocks. Oh, sure. Yeah, there's a lot of yards in like desert areas that have that going on. Like a lot of rocks as ornamentation and stuff. I certainly want to work in some rocks too. And statues and stuff. We have a few statues now. Big old rock long ornaments. Ooh, Nantuko. Nantuko and Safekeeper are both good with Nadu. I think I want Nantuko more. Especially if we get Eternal Witness, huh? That could give us an Eternal loop with Time Walk. Yeah, Frozen Zebra with the 69 months says the funny number. Nicely done, Zebra. Nicely done. And Leopold, thanks for 55 months there. Thanks for sharing your Prime. Thanks for supporting Leopold. Glad you're still enjoying the stream. Dragonheart slowly deleting the grass. Yeah. That's like one of my main goals this summer. It's like main goal number 1, get married and hope some folks have fun at the wedding. Goal number 2, replace as much of my lawn as possible. The last few years I used a lawn mowing service. That shit is pretty expensive too. It'd be nice to just not have to do that. I'm a big CHRONOMANCY fan. I like these other cards too. Yeah, it's Mox. Hey, sup, Bill? How you doing? Library is still going around. Bill's like the only green card here, though. It's not wheeling. It's pretty important to what we're doing. Holy shit, Bolt Birdie Official. Thanks for gifting 5 subs. Cheers to the birdie. Congratulations to Sean Danger, Tolsy17, Big Foodie Judy, Zephyr Zero, and PH Basic. Congrats, everybody. And thanks again, Birdie. Dracul, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 56 months. That sounds very similar to my plan, Dragonheart. Yeah. I kind of want to landscape the front lawn so it has a pattern. I ordered a bunch of native shrubs that the Arboretum, the local Arboretum, does a spring sale with native plants apparently every year. And I bought a tree, and I bought some native grasses and some shrubs. And these shrubs are supposed to grow 7 or 8 feet wide and stuff. And I think I'm gonna put them in the front corners of my lawn, and then put trees behind them. I've got 2 silver maples that I want to transplant out there. And then I've got a raised bed that I want to put a bunch of flowers and grasses in that I'm going to put in between them. And then I want to do some rock sculpting in the lawn, and then just have a little bit of, holy shit, we got more fucking subs. I'm going to grab Stock Up because Stock Up's cracked, but the breeding pool's very tempting for me here. Lord Bergie with the resub with the 53 months says, I hope everybody had a great day. You too, Lord Bergie. Thanks for the good vibes. Cheers. Shinji with a resub with the 78 months saying, I hate supporting Caleb, but I hate ads more. He's probably going to spend this on booze. Nuh-uh. Maybe. Fucking maybe. Yeah, Lane of War Elves would be great here. We already do have a couple dorks, though. I think I want that Hedge Maze. The Surveil lands are so good. And then Awesome Saucer is gifted, hey, ho ho ho. Bristly Bill at home? Yes, please. So that's two different cards that'll pair well with this Nadu, huh? Yeah, Awesome Saucer. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. Very awesome saucer of you. Congratulations to Format Error, Okio Takiban, Jimmy Lang, JJC2216, and Jader22. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks again, Saucer. I don't think Metamorph is bad here. I like the days, too. Let's take the Metamorph. We've had some real pleasant options this whole draft. Been enjoying it. How good is that Cub? The Cub is worse than Bill, but, like, Bill is cracked, so... But that's about the range you should be thinking. We saw Light Fury, another Solitude. What are people taking? What are these people doing, huh? Did I trophy the last draft? I did, yes. Yeah, the last draft was fucked up. We Italianed into Emrakul and an opponent's Eldrazi in the last game. We got a couple of filler things. So we're a little light on playables right now, but we do have those pieces in the sideboard that we can run. Not a big deal. You were really high on Talon Gates when it first came out, but you've cooled a lot. Really? I've, like, grown on it a bit. At first, I was, like, kind of confused by the card. And then I've just, like, gotten higher and higher. So this is an interesting pick. I'm going to take the Tamiyo because it's just far and away the best card in the pack. But we have, like, kind of built around our Time Walk already. And we have a lot of ways to rebuy Time Walk, which makes Time Warp very good too, right? Like, Tamiyo can rebuy Time Warp just like you can rebuy the Time Walk. The deck becomes more redundant. They also chain well into each other. But Tamiyo is, like, a nice little draw engine and creature, and it can also rebuy Time Walk. So it's not like it doesn't fit the deck, right? I like the Probe. I like the Halfling. Yeah, let's take Halfling. Uncrownable Nadus and Tamiyos and the like. A lot of nice legends here. Does Time Warp ever wheel? Yeah, sometimes. The thing is, I don't think there was another good blue card in the pack. So I don't expect it to wheel there, but it could. Pretty bad Palantir deck. Very low curve. I guess Time Walk heats it up sooner. That is a very sexy Swords to Plowshares. What's my white look like? Razor Verge, that's it. I'm just going to grab Monstrosity, I think. Festbund. Let's take this Greaves. Greaves plays well with Monstrosity, and it's a combo card for Nadu. A lot of real clean combos for Nadu in this deck. I think I want Jace. Yeah, give me a Jace. The loot's kind of good with this Soul Cauldron in my sideboard. I don't really want to add red mana to the mana base, though. So we still need 4 more playables. I think we can do it. Eternal Witness would go pretty hard here. I'm going to grab the Green Sun here. It just grabs us whatever piece of the Nadu combo we're missing. And, like, we've got enablers, payoffs, mana dorks, and the Nadu itself. Like, it's just always going to get something good. The song lasts so long. Fucking 8 minutes. Long for the genre. You're saying, like, short for a prog song? Let's grab a Lotus Cobra hum. Yeah, I like Walking Ballista. I like that card a lot. I think it would play well here with the Bristly Bill and the Scythe Cat Cub. But Lotus Cobra lets you do more when you're Nado comboing. I think we're going to be Nado comboing quite a lot. Right, Dagon Chrome? Yeah, for some bands, 8 minutes is short. There's the Eternal Witness. We fucking got it. We fucking did it. So the thing about Eternal Witness here is that we also have Springheart Nantuku, where we can make copies of Eternal Witness. And we also have Jace that can bounce Eternal Witness 3x Time Walk. It's and we can Green Sun for it. And yeah, it's just really good is all. A little bit of fixing there, a little bit of late game fixing. Late draft fixing, I should say. Early game fixing. Future Caleb's in for a treat. Yeah. Did get a lot of subs today. Maybe I can play around, huh? Why not? 10 o'clock. What's the win con? Oh, we got a few. We have a few, friend. Actually, like Oddity with Guy's Cradle a lot. It's a holiday? Exactly. It's a holiday. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Wall Gecko, thanks for sharing that prime. Play around, play around. I'm in. Yeah, right? Green deck for St. Patty's Day. Hey, Rich Gamer 92 thinks the 20 months there. This draft's insane. People are saying that about the last draft. That last draft didn't have any power like this draft. This draft's got a Time Walk. Beauty of a Time Walk deck too, huh? Yeah, so Oddity and Chariot are both really good with Guy's Cradle. Oddity probably a little bit better in this deck because we can Green Sun for it. This is nice off of Cradle, but maybe I don't need it, Tom. Yeah, Chinable. Yeah, every once in a while. That's how I am with Guinness. Every once in a while, I'm like, yeah, this is the stuff. I usually prefer lighter beverages. One of the issues with going down to 16 lands with this deck is we have all this landfall stuff, huh? But we do have some cantrips that'll help us hit land drops. I wish we had an actual factual fetcher too, huh? Irrigation Monstrosity is really good with Lightning Greaves. And it does just kill people sometimes, but I could see that being the cut. Gives some depth to the Eternal Witness and the Tameo too, because it self-mills. I think I'm gonna cut the Cobra. Less necessary without a bunch of fetches and such. Yeah, I dig this. Beauty of a deck, I think. Bloom. It's a pretty good card. You can kind of put it wherever. Do you cover Jace on 2, huh? I think I'm going to Jace. Cub on 2 gets to attack for 3 on 3, but I think the loots are more important. Hopefully we get to see Stock Up do something next turn. Opponent's got a nice curve going on. Hey, Mr. Ned, thanks to 82 months. Oh, you got a sick 2-year-old? Boo. Hope they recover soon. Well, Green Sun can find me Nadu next turn. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Jabez3, thanks for the sub, thanks for 18 months. Yeah, Tammy has always been good with hers. Shortcut, nice. I dig that card. I think this game comes down to whether or not they have a counter for my Green Sun Zenith, right? Or another removal spell. Because we're going to get Nadu, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Let's get one more Stan Rogers track in here. Yeah, you got me. Oh, they've got responses. Right, Rapalicious? It'd be cool if Daybreak could develop one. Fucking deal. I'm so excited about that Tidebinder. I almost didn't loot because it just didn't matter at all. You think they're going to regret that Tidebinder? Oh. Yes, yes. I'm a little bit worried about decking Hum. Yeah, we just Tameo rebuy a Time Walk and then Storm Chaser's Talent rebuy Time Walk, and it's stupid. It's stupid. I'm gonna bring Nissa in and cut Chariot. The Nissa down ticks to disenchant just look really good here is all. I guess, huh? I guess. And could use a Mana Dork. Then could turn 2 Nadu, then turn 3 Green Sun for Bill. Have a much better curve. I took them all on the play over there. Yeah, I'm probably getting Green Sun for a Mana Dork, but then we don't have a way of comboing with the Nadu, right? It's be nice to just draw a Dork here. This cube has a lot of payoffs for Nadu and Tropic Ender. I think Nadu's like at its in the perfect spot in this cube. Gets to pop off every once in a while, be stupid. But you don't have like the raw consistency of a constructed deck. Absolutely Victisati. Glad the stream's helping. Yeah, let's just pass here, and then we can turn 2. We can Chrome Mox out the Nadu. Hell yeah, Amora Brothers. Glad you're enjoying the tunes. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Hurts to imprint Eternal Witness. I think it's correct here. Something happens to this Nadu, I want a backup plan. I think the Nissa is that backup plan. Oh yeah, this song always hits for me. Gives me the feels, you know. You love Travel by Turtles? Me too, Fluffy. Me as well. I've seen them live 3 times now and just had the best time every time. The lyric about the thunder rolling really hits hard in this song, I think. Opponent's having all the fun in the world over there, huh? Academy, all these artifacts. King Converter. One bill, please. Well, that turn could have been more exciting, huh? Opponent's definitely digging. Getting their churn on. You posted your credit card info there, J.K. Smith. Well, here we go, huh? That was a little better. Can almost activate the Bristly Bill here. Wasn't this supposed to be for future Caleb? Yeah, the draft went really fast, though. The draft was done before 10. I usually try to stream until at least 10, huh? Plus, it's St. Patty's Day. And y'all have been awesome tonight. That line fucking hits hard, huh? Opponent does have infinite here. Infinite Urza spins. What do y'all think? Do we chill here, or do we scoop? I'm pretty open. Like, I'm sure they can lock up the game somehow with their deck. But, like, we also have Time Walk that a Tamiyo could find, so they don't kill me. You know what I mean? What's the Rincon? We also get to see more of their deck, huh? Chill and listen to James. Alright. Like I said, I'm malleable. Maybe they'll time out. Yeah, I would rather scoop than watch someone time out for the next 15 minutes. Arthur Frayne. We're playing for like $5 here. Come on. There's like hundreds of people watching. Interested in asking the opponent? No, not really. What their win con is? I try to keep the chat turned off for pretty much everything except for, like, if I think my opponent has, like, a ruling wrong or something. Or if there's, like, a bug that comes up and the opponent's confused about it, then I'll turn it on to let them know, but typically I'm pretty happy leaving it off. What's a Daybreak account? It's a Daybreak account. So they're a sponsored creator through Daybreak Games, is what the DB means. You think their win con's playing their whole deck? I mean, if that's their win con, we can beat that, huh? We can beat that potentially. Nice Nadu turn, potentially find Time Walk. Yeah, Urza hitting Ballista wouldn't work, that's for sure. Banjo as they spin through their deck's kind of perfect, you know. Get some fucking yakety sacks in here. They could draw into Ballista? No, they couldn't. That's illegal. Ridiculous comment. This pretty good. Imagine watching this combo in paper, someone shuffling. Typically, you can shortcut that in paper, Mag Attack. If your deck is, like, randomized. So that's how they did it with Mind's Desire back in the day. The reason it has the shuffle clause is so you can't, like, brainstorm to set up the Mind's Desire flip or the Urza flip. But if you're just doing a whole bunch of spins in a row, a judge will be like, okay, well, your deck's randomized. You can just flip off the top. And that's a valid shortcut. It's actually way easier in paper. Yeah, they don't have to fucking tap and untap the monolith. They can just say, I have a billion mana and start flipping cards over. Well, there's... What would happen at Comp REL if your opponent tried to insist you shuffle each time? You would call a judge, and the judge would be like, no, it's a valid shortcut. That's what judges are there for, when there's a ruling disagreement, or if people don't know, right? Hell yeah, Angry Panda. 11 years is a long time. It's not seems like a long time. That's a legit long time. I've been streaming a hot minute. I'm still here on Moto. Still here on Moto casting fucking cube cards. It's been a good life, huh? Thunder Chicken, yeah. The lyrics kind of make this one. I mean, my opponent's flipped over like 10 cards, and so far they've like made 2 clues and something like 3-2. Oh, they found Upheaval? I'll scoop to Upheaval. Move this along, huh? It's not like I've got like fast spawn in my deck or anything. Upheaval is just winning. Gross, huh? Like, the turn one Noble's good, but there's no other hand. I don't mull this. Much better. I want to keep this in Midnight Storm Chaser's talent. And then I think I'm leading on Hedge Maze and going Noble plus Tameo on turn 2. Show me what you got. That Caracas kind of makes the Tameo Jace draw a little bit more lackluster, huh? Well, might as well make him do it, huh? Yeah, they play Caracas and bounce Tameo. They can go Tameo plus Jace next turn. They can only bounce 1. DZY is fucking wild, yeah. He came to CubeCon this last year. I had played him once at a random pro tour back in the day, long time ago. Or I'm sorry, before a random pro tour, just like at a local shop. Went to like play some standard and stuff, and he happened to be there, and we had a pleasant match. But just this last year, he came to Madison, Wisconsin to fucking to playing CubeCon. One of the nights he came up to me and he was like, "Look, me and my friends are looking to cube drafts. We don't know anybody here. Can you set us up with a draft or something?" And I just was like, "Well, shit, I'd be a pretty fucking terrible host if people come from overseas and like if the Dutch show up to Madison, Wisconsin, can't find a draft, huh?" So I wrestled us up a little something. And they stomped us. I was fucking exhausted. Probably should upkeep. Cycled this. Oh, fun, Dragonheart. Who's DZY? He's a Twitch streamer. He hasn't streamed in a bit. But known for a lot of wild decks. A lot of things that I would not put together. Note the tapping Jace flips 2 walkers here. Huh. Fair enough. That's pretty bad for me. Now I don't have the mana for the clue to crack the Tameo. Well, that explains what they were waiting for, huh? The Crocus can bounce Tameo, and then I'll be kind of fucked. Oh, looks like I'm gonna get to flip my Tameo here anyway. Hello. Yeah, there's a lot of time walks left here. Very cool. Yeah, the Jace would have been able to flashback time walk, and then like Nissa comes down and blows that up, and they just have nothing, and we have everything, you know. One of those deals. All right, friends. I should probably taper off, huh? The rest of this will be a future me deck. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you had a great night. I had an excellent. Nadu time. A little bit of Nadu time, huh? Force of Will. A lot of clunky stuff, though. So they must have kept it based on the Force, huh? So I gotta imagine that Force is hitting my Chariot. So next turn we're gonna go Mystic, Lightning Greaves, then turn 3 Chariot, and then I'll eat the Force. You caught the VOD from yesterday, and those games were incredible. They were pretty fucking good, right? Yeah, God, I think we took like 5 extra turns off of Emrakul yesterday. Pretty nuts. It's a lot of extra turns. There were some nice comebacks too throughout the day. Okie doke. Face up, Skyfish. Topping Gadgeteer is pretty sick, This is like a 1 mana, make a 1 mana draw a card, basically. I didn't Nadu here or something, I don't know if making another Uvenwald is better next turn or just flipping it, right? Flipping it seems better. We'll see what we draw. Cradle would be sick here. I could do both. Unlimited power. Oh, perfect. Do y'all remember when I said a cradle would be sweet, and then we ripped cradle and it was sweet. I think I'm gonna cut the monstrosity for Nissa here. If you flip the Ulvenwald, will future token Ulvenwalds come in flipped? Oh, I don't know, Titanium Pie. That's a good question. Did I just fuck up? Does this deck have a proper... It does have a trop in it. Okay. Somehow I went live without my water being full. Like an idiot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to play the Cub or the Tameo, but now I can play the Tameo and Noble. Just seems better, huh? So ideally we would find a Time Walk here, and I think that would win. I think next turn I'm gonna start by attacking with Tameo, and then I'll brainstorm with Jace, flipping the Tameo, and then I can stock up to get through the hello. Still like serving first. Like a mana short of doing anything too interesting here. I like that the Jace can set up land drops for Nadu. It's kind of cute. I just missed a Moto crash. Yeah, I saw it when I loaded in. I got like a pop-up banner that was like, "Yo, if you got disconnected, we will compensate your." Yeah, you still get it even if you restart Magic Online bannings. Hello. So even if they found Force of Will and countered the Time Walk, the Tameo can rebuy it, and I can just cast it again here. Like, there's... this game was fucking over. Sorry, I can't help. I want to save this Green Sun to find Nadu, ideally. Which means turn 2, I'm just running out Greaves, and then maybe Kraken Clues. You're aggressively hungover? Oh no. I'm in a pretty good spot. Let's just flip the Tameo. Oh shit, what up? Vadix! Thanks for gifting 5 subs. Very kind, very generous. Congratulations to CC Kun 91, Gerg Bear, Grims, Hot Dog Jones 69, and Jehovah Fett. Congrats everybody, and thanks Vadix. Give him a loot, I guess. Having a critter in play will mean more cards for me if I get Nadu down, hum. Does Green Sun's shuffle make it better or worse? It depends on your deck. There are decks that like don't want to redraw Green Sun Zenith because they're trying to get like one specific thing and they don't have like a depth of targets. There are other decks where it's just like awesome that it keeps shuffling in. It's actually giving them a density of targets because they have so many things, or a density of gas rather, because they have so many targets. I'm actually gonna graveyard that. I auto yield fucking lightning healings, don't I? Land? Damn it. Generosent being worse than a land once again. Yeah, I'm done. Do I serve? I don't think so. Oh, the otter can serve. Doesn't look like they've got the win. So that's pretty good. Gotta be a little careful of our library count and decking and such. How low do I want to go? I might just cast this stock up. Sure would be nice to have our Guy's Cradle hum. Hey, Mini Wheats 1982, things like 15 months. Perfect. If you want to stop getting naughty triggers, you just target the cards you've already targeted multiple times that turn. One more critter attacking if I throw the Eternal Witness in the loop hum. Actually, I don't think I want to Time Walk here. I think I want to run out Chariot. That way I won't have to Greaves the Chariot on my first extra turn here. Opponent being a kind sport, they might be thinking that I might deck myself with only 6 cards remaining. So maybe. Might be a strategic reason they're chilling too. We were talking about Green Sun Zenith earlier. That can be a way that people prevent themselves from decking. You can always cast it and shuffle it back in. Eat my clock. I don't think clock's gonna be an issue. I like full comboed and I'm 2 minutes behind them. Less than 2 minutes behind them. Yeah, we also have like Jace bouncing Eternal Witness. So like we have all of the rest of the turns. They don't opponent's not getting any other turns. Eating a clock is quite bad for the teeth. It depends on the method of consumption. It can be though. It certainly can be bad for the teeth. But like you could probably swallow smaller wristwatches, right? Like a big ol' ah. I don't know, maybe I'm just saying that to save face. When it comes to clock puns, it's really all hands on deck, right? It's a bummer to bin this Cradle. But it's a bummer to bin these other cards too. Yeah, on the one hand, clock puns can be very divisive, but on the second hand, I'm gonna need a break to get some water pretty soon here. That's not a clock pun, I just need water at some point. I always liked the Clock King in the old Batman cartoon. I'd like to see like a Nolan style gritty Batman film with some of the more ridiculous Batman villains. Hey Jay Wiz, thanks for the sub, thanks for 60 months there. Oh, I can't bestow, right? I think we just gotta jam into the counter. It's not pretty, but that's okay. Kind of wonder why they didn't play the Witherbloom. Am I dead? I am. Okay, you win. Yeah, we don't have a lot to do about that, huh? We can board in, like, Talon Gates. Talon Gates would be pretty funny, and, like, watch them discard their whole hand. I don't know what I'd be cutting. Maybe Metamorph. Didn't look like they have a lot of good options for Metamorph. How did I die? My opponent played Witherbloom Apprentice, which strains the opponent every time you cast or copy a spell. And then they played a card that they can copy over and over. One in the black, something or other. It's like target player discards 2 cards. Chain of Smog, that's the one, thanks. So I'm gonna turn 1 imprint this Delighted Halfling and play out the Greaves. And then turn 2 Ursine Monstrosity serve and just, you know, try and dead him real quick. Greaves is kind of gross. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the best threats in the cube already have haste, so there's only a few that it like really shines with, but it's pretty good with this monstrosity card. It's pretty good with the Nadu that we have in our deck, of course. Put it deep in the tank. I bet I could go grab some water while they're thinking. I'm gonna do that real fast, like. What are Bill's supposed to serve there? Is it a Tamium? He has a lot of things at 26 months. Leica Aged Through Blood is a game you bought on Saturday, and now you have 30 hours in. 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania. Ursine Monstrosity having Trample is a beating, yeah. Real sick card to give Double Strike to if you ever get the chance. Could use a Guy's Cradle over here. You miss Embercleave now? I mean, there's a red critter that lets you do that. Suppose. Hey, Radley B, thanks for 54 months there. You hope the cubing's been fun? Cubing's been pretty fun. Yeah, you make these attacks when you plan on just killing the person on your turn. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to untap, tutor with their Wish Claw. Dead me here. Yeah, they have 5 mana, so they can activate the Wish Claw. Go get the piece of the combo they're missing. Play both pieces. The turn before I'd have lethal. Bummer hum. We could have cracked Clue looking for like Time Walk specifically that would have gotten us there, but not super likely. Bummer. I thought that deck was going to trophy. It's playing out pretty well.